the truth about red flags. People, what up? What's good, man? It's your boy TwoCentz. We got a birdie video talking about red flags, man. I really hope that I'm not described in this video, bro. Let's get into it.
Red flags. It seems like nowadays a lot of things are classified as a red flag,
right?
Even though sometimes that might not be the case. At this point, it seems like to me that red flag just became a buzzword.
That's facts, bro. Y'all ever see them lists online? It'd be like everything a man does. Basically, you can't even exist no more. Everything if you walk too fast, red flag. If you got a bandana on, red flag. If you got dreadlocks, red flag, man. Like, I you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's so overused, and it's unfortunate because it's definitely some stuff, especially in relationships, friendships, man, that you got to watch out for. But nowadays, you know what I'm saying? If you got a red phone case, stay away from 'em, right?
Everyone's throwing it around. Everybody's calling this a red flag and that a red flag. But a red flag is just anything that may cause potential problems in a relationship, or it will just be an unhealthy relationship dynamic with that particular.
If you got a you know what I'm saying, a RGB mic, that's a red flag.
Person. So I guess everybody's red flags are different, but at the same time though, you cannot say him eating a sandwich on a Tuesday is an ick. Like, damn, can I not eat a sandwich in peace?
All right.
Nobody said that shit. I'm just making up a dumb example.
Somebody said it. He not even dumb as it is. Somebody definitely said that, bro.
These are things I would personally consider a red flag. So yeah, let's just start with the first one. People that are super controlling. Now, in my opinion, this is one of the most important ones. Like, I feel like it could definitely go both ways. Sometimes people dead ass will say like, oh, I don't want to see you hanging out with this person, even though they did nothing to wrong you at all. And they're basically just saying that so you're only hanging out with them and you're not hanging out with your friends at all.
Right. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak on my relationship. I feel like me and my girl got some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got good communication and all that. But here's the thing, right? Like, I feel like you never even forget being in a relationship with, right? If your girlfriend or boyfriend is controlling, I feel like you don't want to be that person, period, bro. Like, I at least it's just me, but I just feel like it's just not a good feeling to be like, I don't want you to go over there. I don't want you to, because I feel like y'all should have that respect, and you know what I'm saying? Like, she shouldn't even be trying you. She shouldn't even be pressing you to do stuff that would jeopardize the relationship. So I feel like out the gate, bro, like if you even like trying to get into a relationship with a woman, like y'all gotta have the y'all gotta have these type of talks first before, like, how do you feel about me going to the club at this time or doing this? Like, I feel like y'all gotta have that stuff before, like those conversations beforehand, before y'all lock in, so that you don't even have to deal with this, right? Y'all hear the relationship advice? Hold on, y'all. I sound like I know something, don't I? Hold on.
Like, that's just lame, bro. But it's different, obviously, if somebody's like actually being a dickhead to you and they're just not a good person and you're advising them to stay away from that person. But there will dead ass be people trying to control their partner's entire life like they're a Sims character. So of course this can lead to a very toxic environment for the relationship, and sometimes it will even go down to the most minuscule details, like what they're gonna eat for lunch today. Like, all right, bro, it's not that deep. Now we got being spoiled. Now, regardless of if it's in a relationship or not, this is a huge red flag. Everybody hates a spoiled ass brat to begin with. Like, these are the type of people that expect like a $10,000 handbag and a $1,000 dinner on the very first date, and then otherwise they'll just say that they're not worth their time. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Like,
I don't know if I would call that being spoiled. I can't find the words for like what I would call this, but I mean, he's right. Like, how do you look, bro, blowing a crazy bag for a girl that you just met? Like, it doesn't even, it just doesn't make sense, bro. Right? Like, and even for all the ladies, if any women come across this, like, how does your son look, or your future son look coming home? So how was your date, son? Yeah, I took her to such. I spent like $500 on her. Mom, you think she'll like me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so don't even pretend like what he's saying isn't facts right here, bro. I agree with him.
I'm not gonna see.
I just don't know if I'd call it being spoiled, right?
here and drop a band on the first date, and they will definitely be the type of person to dip on you like the moment you stop getting bread or something. Like if you lose your job, God forbid, some terrible shit happens, they're out, bro. They're dipping. You're not able to give them a $10,000 handbag for Christmas. Good riddance. Or I don't know, even dudes, like it could go both ways. Like they'll get mad at their girlfriend, like, oh, you didn't get me this $5,000 PC with these insane ass specs. Like, all right, bro. Now we got the gender wars people. Of course, this had to be on here because especially in the big 25, I've been seeing a lot of this shit go down, well, mainly on the internet. It's probably not gonna leave the internet, or maybe it will on some slight off chance. Now, a lot of you are probably like, what is gender wars? What it is pretty much, it's a group of people from each gender that hate the opposite gender because they had a lot of bad experiences, like in relationships. But your bad experiences should not dictate an entire gender of people. Like that's just—
I only knew one girl that was like genuinely hated men. I feel like the rest of this stuff I be seeing online, but I mean, obviously nobody really liked old girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but yeah, man, like I feel like it's just unpleasant. Like, how do you look as a man or as a woman in a relationship with somebody that proclaims that they hate you all day, every single day? Like it obviously, bro, like
it's a crazy way of
and it's so easy to get caught up because I feel like this is, you especially see this online a lot. But again, man, I don't really know or have encountered a lot of people like this, so I don't even know if this it like I feel like it's magnified online, right? For sure.
Thinking. Then some people, it gets so bad that like there'll be like, oh, women are the root of all evil and they cause all our problems. And then there's some girls out there that are like, oh my god, men suck, men shouldn't exist. So yeah, they will create these videos that sometimes go viral. Like sometimes this shit is dead ass a viral opinion. How? People are just stuck in an echo chamber and they just hear what they want to hear, and that's it. They never change their perspective on anything. And also imagine showing up to a date and this girl's talking about how men suck. Like, yeah, bro, I'm going home and I'm never talking to her again. And just dealing with them ranting to you about the opposite gender. Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare to me. I would not want to deal with that shit. Next, we got them having a link in their bio that leads to, yeah, you know what. Yeah, I don't even think I have to sit here.
Yeah, y'all have some self-respect, bro. Don't much need to be said
here and explain this. I don't have to sit here and explain why I would never date Bonnie Blue a day in my life. Like, you are selling your soul to gooner culture. And right now it seems like it's at its peak. So a lot of people are going to be purchasing that content. And I don't think we put enough blame on the people buying that shit. Like, bro, really? And also there's some people that literally just do OF for the
censor stick figure is mad funny.
love of the game. Like, they're not even getting paid to do it. They just fucking do it. Like, that is nuts. Like, you pretty much ruined your chance of ever having a job again just to make like $2 off of like one donation. That is just insane. They didn't even try finding their true passion or anything like that. Nope, they just started an OnlyFans. But some people really are getting a bag off these dudes, which is crazy. Like, I don't know how the fuck that's even happening, but still, selling your soul to gooner culture is wild, and I'm not dating anybody like that, me personally. Now we got looking for a huge income. Now I understand that people want somebody that's able to provide for them. That totally makes sense. It's those type of people that are like, oh, if you don't make $1 million a year, have a supercar, and have a mansion, you're getting blocked. Like, I get everybody's got a preference, but bro, nobody should be getting curved for that reason. Like, it should just be based on if they genuinely like the person. Like, that has nothing to do with who they are.
I mean, what, this just the gold digger? Yeah, I mean, sure, stay away, especially if you broke. Because you're gonna run out of gold quick.
As a person, whether or not they have a supercar. Like, and if their partner's in a tough situation, like they lost their source of income, they're just gonna dip. Like, that's just lame, bro. Like, what? You just didn't even like them at all. Like, the only reason you stuck around was for all the luxuries they have. Now, this type of person has...
And it's bro, and you know, you might hear him like describing this type of person and think that they don't exist, man. Just wait till y'all encounter, or like one of your friends. Like, you just gotta live, just live a little bit longer, man. Have some experience, bro. I remember I had a homie, man. He was like talking to this, I'm not even gonna describe what type of woman she was, but they were like on the phone, and I was like at his crib while he's on the phone with her, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he was explaining what he does for work and whatnot, and she was like, "You have a job? Oh my gosh, my family like." you would be surprised, bro. Like the type of people that exist in this world, man. But yeah, obviously, bro, stay away from the gold diggers, man.
Been around for years, of course, but currently today you'll see TikToks talking about, oh, my boyfriend has to make $1 million a year to support my lifestyle. I don't know, I'm just making up an example. It'll say something along those lines. Now we got gaslighting. Now gaslighting, for those of you that don't know what it is, it's pretty much the idea of convincing somebody that, oh, they're crazy and this never happened, even though they're lying straight through their teeth and they know for a fact that that shit happened. There was some stupid
Bro, I feel like gaslighting is a new word. Am I stupid, y'all? Because what word did they use before this? I feel like before 2020, I did not hear this term. What was it? Just like you're a manipulator or something? I swear this is like a newer term, bro.
Acronym going around, it was the 3 G's: gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. I don't know if it was meant to be ironic or not. I mean, it probably was, to be honest with you, but people genuinely took that shit and really lived by it. They were gonna start gatekeeping their playlists, start gaslighting people to avoid taking responsibility for their own actions, and therefore that would make them a quote-unquote girl boss. It could be something small too, like this dude plate cleaned the entire cookie jar, and he was trying to convince his girlfriend that he didn't do it, and he didn't eat all the cookies, even though he knows for a fact that he did it. But the fact that he has to go to that level just to convince you, like, you're better off just confessing. Like, why go through all these extra hoops just to not take the blame? But yeah, this one kind of ties in with blame shifting as well. They will literally do anything to have zero blame and just be the perfect person in the situation. Oh, they did nothing wrong. It was all your fault. You. Like, at this point, you're better off just taking accountability and just moving forward. Like, there's no point of trying to blame shift, and you're just better off settling it like adults and taking responsibility for where you went wrong. But now we got yapping about their ex. Like, if you're on a date and they're just yimming on about their ex, like, all right, bro, it's time to pack it up, bro. Pack your shit and go. And it just shows that they're not really over the person yet if they're constantly talking about it. Like, if you're with this girl, you should not be yapping to her about your ex-girlfriend. I don't know, that's just only gonna push her away. And it's like this girl that you're with is becoming your new personal therapist or some shit. They want to learn about you, get to know you. Not
like, what do you expect the person that you're dating now to like, how do you expect them to react to, you know what I'm saying, you just talking about your ex the whole time? Like, are you trying to make them jealous, or like, I just feel like it's a really nonsensical thing to do.
Your ex-girlfriend. Like, I understand breakups are very difficult, but there's no point of talking about it with somebody. Just
like, I don't care about him, bro. I'm trying to date you. Or she don't care about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just strange, bro.
Constantly, all the time, that you're trying to pursue. Yeah, bro, it's just not the move. Being rude to workers. Yeah, bro, this one, instant red flag. Like, if you were raised with any form of respect, you understand how important this is. This is a pretty big reflection of the person's character, or honestly, just how they treat people in general is. Like, if they're just being a dickhead for no reason, like, that's just crazy. And especially nowadays, I don't know what it is, but disrespecting customer service workers, it's like a trend on TikTok. I just don't understand it. And it's written off as like a prank. Pranks are supposed to be funny, bro. Like, that is the most unfunny shit ever. Like, imagine going into a McDonald's and fucking up this person's job because you gotta film a video. Like, really? They're already dealing with enough Karens and people like that throughout the day. They gotta deal with some lame ass dude trying to troll them for a TikTok video. Like, that's crazy. Now we got no ambition. Now, I think I was speaking about this earlier when I brought up the whole money thing. Some people dead ass have no ambition. Like, it's okay to not have everything figured out right now, but at least you're trying to figure it out. Not wanting to fulfill a purpose or anything at all is just insane. That is just a major red flag to me. Because, bro, what the hell would you be doing all day? Like, they got no job. They're not looking for a job. They're not in college. They're not trying to build a business. Like, am I missing something? I don't know what else they could possibly be doing. People will dead ass say, yeah, you know, I'm a 40-year-old kid, risk taker. You know me. Like, what the hell do you mean risk taker?
Risk taker, road runner. entrepreneur.
That just seems like an excuse to do a whole lot of nothing to me, bro. I
Right.
don't know. Anyways, next we got doesn't respect your boundaries. Now, this is one of the things that you absolutely have to do in a relationship. Like, you gotta make sure that everybody's on the same page. No
Facts.
lines are crossed that shouldn't be crossed. Everybody should be clear on things that make somebody unhappy, uncomfortable, annoyed, whatever. And they don't respect what you said at all. They just keep doing whatever it is they're doing. Then, to be honest with you, they probably don't even really respect you. They just look at it like, oh, he's not gonna do anything. Or they'll just walk all over you. And that is definitely one of the main things you gotta avoid in a relationship at all costs. And if something bothers you, you just approach it in a mature way. No beef, no drama. Just settle it like adults. There's no need to yell at each other or scream at each other. It will just go way better if it's a civil conversation. And lastly, we got obsessed with astrology. Not just like, oh, I like astrology.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that's
I'm surprised he. I'm gonna let him get this one off. It's one I'm surprised he didn't bring up though.
fine. But being so obsessed with it to the point where it dictates your entire
your
life, like
sign?
your friendships, your relationships, all your decisions, that could never be me, bro. Because if my star sign says I'm gonna be lazy, I'm putting in the work to make sure that does not come true. And that is crazy because some people will literally prejudge somebody based on their sign. Like, they didn't even get to know them yet. Like, that's crazy. Like, if we're at this type of level,
You know what else, bro? Like you could just like you could just write a whole bunch of good things. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're in Aquarius, just write a whole bunch of good things and make a fake page. And if a shorty is really obsessed, you could just be like, "Oh, you heard this about Aquarius? Well, look at what the new moon sun rising thing is," and then she could be like, "Oh."
all right, clearly it's a red flag now. So we gotta tone it down. But yeah, if you guys like this video,
Man,
watch
shout out to Birdie for the red flags, educating the people. You know what I'm saying? The one I thought he was gonna put on here was she put your hands on you. Yeah, man, stay away from her too. But yeah, man, shout out to Birdie. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, your boy 2Centz. Say with me, TCZ. We out.